I would like to ask you some short questions, so short answers too. What is your favorite quote?
There's a quote by Gary Hamel in the Harvard Business Review. I'm not going to get this quote right, but something to the effect of, you can be sure that there's an entrepreneur in some basement forging a bullet with your company's name on it.
Cool.
And when that bullet leaves the barrel, you can't dodge it. So you better be the one that shoots first. And the point of that quote, I love that quote because it embodies everything a young entrepreneur is trying to do. You've got these big companies out there doing big things, but perhaps not doing them well enough. And there's young entrepreneurs in a basement trying to outdo those large companies. And that's essentially what that quote is, right? I don't know, that quote just stuck with me for a long time because I think it just embodies everything that the entrepreneurs strive to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
What is your favorite book?
Everything You Know Is Wrong. It's it's a nonfiction book. I forget who wrote it, but it's got all these details about everything you know and flips it on its head and tells you the facts about something. Right?
Okay. What is your favorite music?
Electronic music.
Okay.
Works out.
Okay. What is your favorite mentor? It's a hard question, maybe.
It is a hard question. I don't have a personal mentor. In fact, I'm looking for a mentor. But again, I go back to Seth Godin because he's one of the people I've read up on so often that I just take all my insights from him. I've never met him, never spoken to him, never emailed with him, but he's my guiding light in a way. Yeah.
If I can help you to introduce you, I will do.
Oh.
What was the decision? What was the best decision you took in the past that helps you to succeed?
The best decision I've taken for my professional life is focusing my time on a real skill as opposed to, for me, my skill is design. I'm learning a tool, learning how to use it really well, and being able to create things with it, I think was maybe the best decision I ever made for my professional career. It's taken me in all these great directions that I never imagined. These answers are so long. I'm so sorry. I'll be shorter.
It's cool. And you are talking about design, and maybe Steve Jobs inspire you?
Not for design, but yes, he's an inspiration. I love his history. Steve Jobs' history to me is such a great, he's got such an amazing and important story for every entrepreneur that struggles, that's had it so difficult, right? Where you're literally down on your knees and you're crying because you have no idea what to do. And he's the person you look to for that. So I don't look to him for design because he's got a genius in design, but I think there's other people around him that I think are probably a little bit more
cool,
inspirational when it comes to that.
But he used well his design ability to grow his own company.
Oh, absolutely. He uses his intuition to grow his company, his design intuition to grow his company. Again, I think that's amazing. But to me, that's not what I love about Steve Jobs.
And do you use your intuition?
Every designer uses his intuition.
How do you do that?
Well, it's taste, right? Every designer has taste. Some have really good taste. Some have poor taste. But your intuition is birthed from your experiences. I like to think that I've had a pretty eclectic life so far for being, 28. I could draw from all these different experiences. There's different countries I've been to, different languages I've learned, different people I've interacted with. I think that plays part in someone's intuition.
Cool.
Yeah.
And do you think everybody can develop the intuition?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
It's not only for women.
Not only for women. Not only for women. I think every single person can and should spend time trying to figure out how to trust themselves, trust their inside, trust their gut.
And do you use your intuition to make choice in your company
All the time.
all the time?
All the time.
Cool.
And by the way, I think every entrepreneur does, because we don't have any answers when we go into it. All we have is our intuition, and maybe some people around us that could give us, tidbits of information that might help us make a decision. But it always comes down to your intuition.
Cool.
Always.
It's cool.
Yeah.